Hey guys, Darren the window cleaner, Green Pro Clean Limited, window cleaning in Nottingham and Derby. Today a quick video inspired by a conversation with a fellow window cleaner of mine last Sunday. Another chap who makes some YouTube videos, and we were talking about a certain project that he's working on at the minute, and so I won't throw any spoilers out there, but it sounds like it's going to be pretty good. But he asked me a couple of questions that he was interested in, and number one was why I got into making YouTube videos. And the simple answer behind that is somebody sent me a very long email asking me a technical question about something once upon a time back when, during the war, when I was a boy. And I sat down and I started to think, oh, how the hell do I answer that? Because there's a lot of visuals, there's a lot of optics in there that I need to try and explain in the written word, and oh my god, this is going to be a headache, and I might want to drill my brain out. And then I suddenly thought, just make a quick video, show them how it's actually done, and bang it back to them, take 2 minutes. So I did. Excuse me. When I sent the video back, they were like, oh mate, this is awesome, you should pop this on YouTube, etc. And yeah, people will love it, it's really helpful, cheers mate. So I did. And then somebody else said to me, oh, could you do a video about XYZ? So I did. And that's literally how I got into making YouTube videos. A lot of my videos are done, the conversational ones like this, is just me thinking through thoughts, sharing advice and knowledge that I've learned. Most of it I've learned the hard way. Plenty of it I've learned from my peers. There's people that were there before me. There were people that had these ideas before me, people that you know, have shown me the way to do things, and to them I'm very grateful. You all know who you are, and so between them and just stuff I've learned accidentally along the way, that's what they are. It's a train of thoughts. The practical tutorials are just that. They're practical tutorials. They demonstrate what I believe to be the most efficient, the quickest and the best way to do things. And once again, this is learned from years of practice, years of expenditure, years of buying the wrong tools, years of buying the right tools, years of doing it wrong, years of doing it right. And eventually we figure out exactly, you know, how to get it done. And we just share this with you. If you don't want to do it that way, don't. If you do want to do it that way and you found it useful, well, glad we could help. So that's side one of why we make the videos. Part two, the other part of the question, the title of this video, Love Thy Hater. And this person said to me, oh, how do I deal with the haters? And I had to sit back for quite a while, and a whole week in fact, and think, how do I deal with haters? How do I deal with haters? And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, well, here's the problem. I don't actually give the only word I've got starts with F, so I don't actually give a about the haters. They don't bother me in the slightest, in the least. Love the haters, mate, and I'll explain why in a minute. And here's the thing about the haters is they're not related to me. You don't sleep next to me, you don't call me dad, you're not my nieces and nephews, you're not my parents. Well, I should say parent, father's long gone, but at the end of the day, you're not related to me. You're not part of my close personal circle of friends whom I choose to dine out with, go fishing with, go drinking with. So what their opinion of me personally is matters not in the slightest, matters not in the least. It's so irrelevant to me that I can't really think of many things less relevant to me. Do I stay up at night losing sleep going, oh my god, that person said me nasty horrible things about me, oh no mama? Oh, do I, Ella's like, do me a favour. In case there's any youngsters watching, it's not just on YouTube. You'll find haters on your Facebook. Social media is it's a big bad world, social media. Yeah, all right, it's a virtual reality is not the right world. What's the right world? It's a well, but anyway, it's not the real world, the day-to-day. You know, people that say crap about you on the internet, so what? And it's I read my old school reports a couple of weeks ago. Those school reports happen to be 30 years old, and the things my teachers said about me back then, and I was not a model student by any stretch of the imagination, the things they said back then make me laugh today. Their opinion of what I should have been doing and where I would end up and so on and so forth was so far off base that I wish I could take those teachers out for a cup of tea or a pint of lager today, sit down and say, here you go, have a look at what you wrote, this is who I am now. And just show them just how wrong they were, because they never took the time to get to know me. Now, we're going to move on and deal specifically with haters on YouTube. Bum, bum, bum. And here's the thing about YouTube is my counterpart pointed this out to me. I didn't know this before that, but now I do. Here's the thing about YouTube is when you get a thumbs up for a video you've done or a comment, that's a reaction. When you get a thumbs down for a video or a comment, that's a reaction. When you get a comment on something you've done, that's a reaction. YouTube algorithms do not give a flying stuff if it's a positive, a negative, an up or a down. If somebody's written, if I made a video that had 500 thumbs down and only 5 thumbs up, don't matter. That's still 505 reactions. And you move up the rankings based on your reactions, not based on how many people like what you do. So to all the haters out of this, and they go, oh, I'm going to give it a thumbs down because that's going to get him knocked down. No, it don't, mate. All you're doing is giving me yet another reaction that's moving me up the charts. So that just makes me giggle. Hate away. I'll give you a prime example. And the haters, 9 out of 10 times, don't actually bother to A, listen to something being said, B, watch the whole damn thing to find out what it's about. They just want to be the first to jump in and give it negativity. And I made a reactionary video earlier in the week you might have seen called how we pay our staff, how we deal with staff wages, etc., and what you should be paying. And it got its first thumbs down within I think it was like 90 odd seconds. I literally uploaded it, refreshed the page, and it already had a thumbs down. Funny thing is, the video's 8 to 10 minutes long, so that person had bothered to watch about 90 seconds of it before giving it a thumbs down. So congratulations. It's had 2 thumbs downs, and it's had 60 or so thumbs up so far in the last few days. Quite thrilled about that. Glad people like it, glad they're finding it helpful. However, what it's about is well, that's what that basically translates to. Let's say it's had 60 thumbs up, 2 thumbs down, and 20 comments. That's 82 reactions. That's all it is. It's reactions. It's an algorithm, so it keeps bumping it up. So I'll move on to how I deal with haters. And here's how I deal with haters. I'm going to pick on some specific topics now. And bear in mind that everything I've ever said on the YouTube is my opinion, it's my personal thoughts, it's my train of thought. But I'll move on, and as I say, what they have to say about me, I don't give a flying stuff. One of the comments made about me was I'm a nasty piece of work. Oh yeah, that's me. I'm a real nasty piece of work. I'd love to be Nasty Nick from EastEnders, actually. And in fact, last time I saw EastEnders, Nasty Nick was still in it, so I don't know how long ago that was. But people would literally be tuning in to see what Nasty Nick had to do today, and that was reactions, that was viewer ratings, that made the BBC, I think it's on BBC EastEnders, not sure, but that made the B money because people were tuning in to watch it. Awesome. Got their ratings up. Howard Stern, American shock jock. So the youngsters that don't know what a shock jock is, it's a radio DJ whose sole job is literally to come out with comments that get people into debate, to turn around and say, yeah, George Bush is right to send US troops into Iraq to kill women and children. Then all of a sudden you get all these people, all the goody-goodies in the air, oh, what a horrible thing to say, no, he's wrong, he's a monster. Then you get the defenders on the other, and all this is reactions going on, getting listening time to his radio station, moving it up the charts. Well, Howard's sitting back going, cha-ching, cha-ching, collecting his coin. And that was his whole job. Nice fella, Howard Stern, actually, in person, but his job was to be a shock jock, to get the reactions going, and that's all it was about. So every time you throw these negative comments at me, then yeah, it's just a reaction. That's all it is. I'll deal with some specific comments made about me. Nasty piece of work, that's the first one. Personally, I think I'm the sort of person that will do what I can to help out anybody, really. If I've got something I don't want it and somebody needs it, they can have it. If somebody asks me to help them learn something or show them something, I'm first man there. So if that's what qualifies me as a nasty piece of work, then I guess I'm a nasty piece of work. Arrogant, well, maybe if you ask my mother. No, but arrogant, let's have a look at that. Yeah, passionate about what I say, passionate about what I do. Yes, I'm a window cleaner by trade these days, but however, I'm not really a window cleaner. Window cleaning is what my company does. What I do is I build small businesses. Window cleaning just happens to be the product of this business. So for me to be arrogant, for me to sit there and somebody to call me arrogant, well, if they don't like what I do, that's fair enough. Arrogant, oh yeah, arrogance. I have never started a Facebook group or a YouTube channel called Window Cleaning Legends. And there you go, there's a free bump for you guys on Facebook, the Window Cleaning Legends, which is basically, from what I hear, one big long running promotion of a certain supplier's products and a certain manufacturer's tools. So there's a free bump for you. Check it out, guys. Window Cleaning Legends, because there's nothing pretentious or arrogant about a page called Window Cleaning Legends now, is there? So anyway, there's one. And in fact, I think the same people involved also told me, well, didn't tell me. They wrote a post that was somebody took that somebody showed me, saying on my YouTube channel, saying that I better watch what I say, because one day I might walk into them in person and, oh, what's going to happen when it's down at the show and I see them face to face? When I've actually said nothing about this person, full stop, ever, to my knowledge. If you think anything I have to say is about you personally, then you've got a much overinflated sense of self-worth and a much overinflated ego than you need to have, because what I say is generalizations. To this person that wants to see me at the show and, oh yeah, watch what you say, green, blah, blah, blah. What I will say is, sorry, no can do. Got family visiting over that weekend, which is next weekend. And of course that trumps anything to do with window cleaning. But what I will say, as I've said to plenty of other people that are giving it the, oh, know where you live, blah, blah, blah. You'll be driving past my house within 90 seconds of my front door as you go down the M1 and as you go back up it. So drop on by, knock on the door. I'll put the kettle on, explain what your beef is all about. And if I owe you an apology, you'll get one. And if I don't, you'll get told to just get over yourself. However, you know, all this, oh yeah, well, I'll see you behind the bike sheds, mate, but grow up, do me a favour. This is 2018, for crying out loud. And yeah, so just grow up. So that's how I deal with the people that threaten me, to be quite honest. It's two simple words: grow up. So that covers the arrogance side. That covers the people that threaten me. Been called a slanderer. There's a good one. I'll send you a dictionary for Christmas, because slander is when you say something that is untrue about another person. And I've never said anything untrue that I'm aware of about another person. And if I have, please pull me up on that, and I will issue an unreserved apology. But no, so I haven't slandered anybody. And that's it. But the haters, yeah, as I say, I don't sleep next to you. They don't call me dad. They're not my nieces and nephews or my uncles and aunts or my mum. It's care about what they think of me? Pff, not in the slightest. Lose a minute's sleep over what they think of me? Not in the slightest. I have a conversation most evenings with a couple of other window cleaners that I know. And some of the haters out there, the comments that they have to say comes up in conversation, and we sit there and we laugh about it, talking about, yeah, it's awesome, it's another hit, it's another ranking, it's great, carry on. And window cleaning, I couldn't think of an industry that could be less controversial. Do you know what I mean? It's we're not making guns and selling them to African children to start wars. We're cleaning bloody windows, and you guys want to get into all this trouble and strife and hating. But in life, kids, you're going to have haters. That's just a fact. You could be walking down the street and somebody going, oh, look at that dude, love his shoes. Yeah, really cool shoes he's got on there. And then 20 yards further down the road, another couple of lads standing around going, oh, look at that, mate. Who's he think he is? Michael Jordan, blah, blah, blah. Haters have got low self-worth, low self-esteem, so they feel the need to try and big themselves up by attempting to belittle other people. And that's just the way it goes. What people say about you today, it's forgotten next week. Who cares? I'm not sure, I might have mentioned this, read my old school report some time ago, and where my teachers thought I'd be today and what would have happened to me by now, and this, that, the other, and the person I was back then. Not a single reflection on who I am now. I wish they could have seen... I wish I could find those teachers, take them out for a pint of lager, cup of tea, whatever's their poison, and let them see who I am today and show them just how wrong they were when they were trying to decide what would happen to the future of a 15-year-old child 30 years ago. So anyway, that's all about dealing with the haters. Love thy haters. I love you all. It's just business. Carry on. If you want to write hateful comments, give me thumbs down. You knock yourselves out. Will I lose a minute of sleep over it? Not in the slightest. But rock and roll. And if you ever do have a genuine, honest grievance and honest beef, pick up the bloody phone. My number's everywhere. I'm not a hard man to find. As I say, you're probably driving, but if you go up and down the M1 junction 28, you're within 90 seconds of my house at any given minute in time. So drop on by, give me a call. Let's go get a beer. What's the beef? And as I say, if I have actually been out of line about anything, I'll be the first to put my hands up and go, sorry mate, didn't mean to upset you. But yeah, so anyway, that's all I've got to say on Love Thy Hater. Hope you found this useful. Hope you found this interesting. Hope you found something in there you can use to help you grow, shall we say. So thanks for watching. Comments in the box below, positive or negative, because they're all just reactions. Thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you didn't, but don't matter once again, because that versus that is nothing. It's just reactions. And if you like what we do, please subscribe. If I can be of any help, anything you want to see us do or talk about in the world of window cleaning, bang it in the box below. And have a great weekend, guys. Sorry I won't see you at the show, as I say, got family visiting, but apart from that, drop on by any time. Ciao for now.